You may have been taught that zombies are not real and just movie magic. But in the insect world, they do exist. Meet Lily. She is an entomologist, or a scientist that studies insects. Right now, Lily is researching a fungus that can infect and take over the body of an ant. The fungus is called a zombie fungus because it uses the ant's body to live and eat. Fungi are tiny organisms that live in colonies. Did you know that mushrooms are a type of fungus? Today, Lily is in a rainforest ecosystem, collecting samples of the zombie fungus and ants. An ecosystem is an area made up of living and non-living things that work together. Lily carefully uses tweezers to pluck samples of zombie ants covered in fungus and place them in tiny glass jars so she can take them back to her lab to analyze later. Look at how fuzzy the ants get as the fungus starts to grow through their bodies. As she searches for more ants, Lily finds one with a long stalk coming out of its head. Yuck! Lily realizes that the fungus grew through the ant's body and created the stalk inside its head. Lily quickly grabs her iPhone, which has a special attachment so she can use her phone as a microscope. Lily looks closer at the ant and notices the stalk is releasing spores onto the healthy ants living around it. Spores are tiny reproductive parts and will infect more ants with the fungus. You may have seen spores like the ones pictured here coming out of a puff of mushroom in your yard. As Lily finds more ants in the rainforest, she realizes that the fungi has taken over all parts of the ants' bodies. The fungi can even control how and when the ants move, just like a puppet master can control how a puppet moves. Lily realizes that the fungi are predators. A predator is an organism that uses another organism for its own benefit. Usually, a predator eats its prey, like a lion hunts and eats a zebra. Here, the ants are the prey and the fungus uses its body. After collecting multiple samples of ants and fungi, Lily heads back to her lab. She starts by looking at the ants and the fungi under a microscope. Then she wants to know whether predators and other ecosystems take over the bodies of their prey. Lily decides to FaceTime Katrina, another scientist who specializes in animal behavior. Katrina explains that there are many predators who take over the bodies of prey in ecosystems around the world. For example, a type of worm in California takes over the brain of a fish, causing it to flip around frantically. In an African ecosystem, the larva of a beetle allows themselves to get caught by frogs. The frogs think they're getting a tasty snack, but the larva then sinks its mouth parts into the frog and starts to suck out its insides. The larva becomes the predator by eating the inside of the frogs. Lily realizes that organisms across different ecosystems can have similar behaviors. The fungi is similar to the larva and the worm. These predators all take over the bodies of their prey. Now it's your turn to go on an adventure and be an entomologist.